Okay, I think the best thing to do right now is the Dark Fairy quest, probably. Because we were told there's a fairy in Worm Valley, and we are strong enough to fight worms now. And we have already opened that access point. So I think that's a good idea to do next. Oh yeah, it's this screen actually. Aided by your awareness skill, you are able to locate a little flying creature in the distance that looks like a fairy. Oh, a new adventurer. You are lost, or are you coming for me? You will never get me. You want to try? You must first find me. She flies away before you can say a thing. So this screen is the first of Worm Valley. It's infested by worms, which is why I studiously avoided it before, because I find them to be really a difficult monster at first. You have to work up to it. And you also need awareness to be able to do this quest. Otherwise you don't get that pop-up, and I don't think the fairy spawns. But yeah, worms and mages here, and we'll just explore the map until we find it. And then we just attack the creature until it's quote-unquote dead, but we use the cage that Helden gave us that's in our inventory to capture it. There's these odd pillars in Worm Valley. I don't know what they're for. And a cliff face. Aha, there's the Dark Fairy. You finally caught the Dark Fairy. You carefully lock her in Helden's cage. So we can go back to Helden now and get our reward. Explore a tiny bit more while I'm here. I'm so close to a level. A couple more worms will do it. Level 18. Seems like now I just spend more time than anything chasing after them. Worm Valley is a pretty big place. Okay, now let's go back to Berglund. And then we'll return here and do a little exploring. Somebody dropped not such nice armor, just leather armor. I'm taking the wrong way. Boy, can you imagine if you didn't have these tunnels? You'd have so many screens to walk. Of course, I figure no one would really play the game if they didn't have some sort of traveling system. Now, I'm going to have to remember where Helden is. I think he's on the western edge. The nice thing is, with awareness, I can see where all of the NPCs are. So he's one of these blue dots. Does the cage say anything different when it's full? Small cage made of bronze with a dark fairy trapped inside. Yep. Oh, Helden's house. Yeah. I should read the map. The fairy! Give it to me! Give it to me! Reward? Here's my hat! Shall protect your brain. Looks like it protected yours very well. Thanks anyway. You again. What do you want? You want the fairy back? You have my hat? Leave me alone! But nothing more to say with him. But now we have Helden's hat, which gives plus 50 against mind attacks. This weird hat gives protection against mind attack, yeah. That's very useful for certain monsters who do mind damage. There are monsters who do undead damage and monsters who do mind damage. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and buy a holy cloak. Actually, do I have a holy cloak? I don't think I do. No, just a robe. I'm going to buy a holy cloak because if you're fighting undead, you want to have undead defense, and if you're fighting mind monsters, you want to have mind defense. And for most other things, you can just use your regular armor. But this is plus 20 defense to undead and plus 10 max stamina. It's a good idea to have that on hand if you're going to go up against undead. So I'm going to go ahead and sell him a few things. The armor, the robe, boots, belt. I'll keep the hat, the shield, the cloak. This stuff I'm never really going to use, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and save. Okay, so the Dark Fairy quest is now done, which means we have the last quest of the Knights, and then the mainline quests is all that's left, except for exploring. So let's pull up our kingdom map and take a look at how we're doing. So we have, basically we've explored all that area where Durnath was, around here. We finished off this whole island. We've been around here. We've been most of the swamp, but we haven't been to the upper part of the swamp. And there's also more up here in the Worm Valley area. So let's do a little more exploring in Worms Valley. Well, there's also the swamp I want to get to. And there's also the cave north of Fantrema. Okay, I'll do that. I'm going to do the cave north of Fantrema first, because that's in the area that I'd like mostly explored. And then I think we can go and do part of the swamp. Yeah, we'll do part of the swamp, and then we'll go and we'll finish off the Northlands up here. And that'll be a good place to end this video, because then we just have this area with High Garendall, and, well, we could do the Trolls part too. Let's see where we are time-wise after we do some of these things. I'm trying to keep these sessions to under an hour. In terms of content, there is a lot of content. I mean, you can spend many, many hours exploring this game and building up characters. For this playthrough, like I said, I'm trying to balance exploring everything with exploring most things and kind of showing the general gist of most areas. I'm not going to build this character up as much as I do sometimes. I'm going to do some build-up, explore quite a bit, make sure I get all the secrets and finish the game. But then I'll probably show you another video of a character I've built up who is actually built up, has explored every little corner of the game, and can fight any of the monsters pretty easily. But I'll try to at least show all the monsters, including sea giants, here. And then I'd also like to look at plugins too and show you Trinity and some of the other things in the game. Okay, mole spiders and mind hunters. So because of mind hunters, who do damage, I mean typical damage is blocked by armor, mind damage and undead damage are special. So if we add in plus 50 to mind protection, we're going to be a lot better protected against mind hunters. Mole spiders we've handled, of course. They're no problem at this point. I think it's crazy they put this game right by the beginning. They did put a warning sign on it, to be fair. But there's so many odd balancing choices. Haven't come across any mind hunters yet. Maybe they're over a screen. Yeah, that'd be my guess. Boy, everybody wants a piece of my character now. Now nobody does. Here's a mine hunter or two. They're not particularly strong. You feel your mind being released from the creature's mental grasp. Maybe the old Helden hat you have in your equipment will protect you from these creatures' attacks. I don't think you get any warning. First time you attack someone with a mind attack, it just tells you to wear the hat if you have it. If you don't have the hat, I think it maybe tells you you need something to protect you against these mind attacks. I'm honestly not sure. It might not have any prompt for that matter. think Helden's Hat is the only one that has mind protection. You can get undead protection from a couple of different ways. And you can actually stack up to like 75% undead protection. Might have to go to using my shield against these guys, because I'm still not getting as much protection from the mind attacks as I'd like. Anything else down there? The mole spiders are sure on the run. And nothing out that edge. I think the graphics of this game are so interesting, with their quasi 3D effects. I'm not sure if the shield does protect me from him or not. I don't want to fight 3. I wonder if I can pick them off. Okay, that should be this cave cleared. And our reward will be, you find a beautiful and magical elven bow. Some money and a bow, the elven bow of destruction. Made of magical wood, this exquisite bow emanates with great power. This is the most powerful distance weapon in the original version of the game. Plugins and Trinity and things aside. It is a two-handed bow. I'm actually not sure what the damage is. It does say damage unknown. It's a good bow. It definitely does a lot of damage. I may hang on to it for a little while, but I do not like ranged attacks in this game, so I'm not really sure that I will find much use for it, but I may hang on to it for now. I could see what type of damage it does. I don't believe you need arrows in this game. I don't think it includes that mechanism. So I should just be able to equip it and use it at any point. Now, one thing worth noting, the marksmanship stat, I haven't really been increasing that. There are vials to do that. To increase, I think it's a vial of perception or whatever, you increase your marksmanship. So if my dexterity is low, my marksmanship is worse. So my ranged attack is probably not that great. That's why I prefer magic users. I said in another video that I don't like melee characters typically because you rely so heavily on dexterity. And I don't like rogue type characters because you end up relying on a combination of dexterity and marksmanship in this game. But magic users, I don't think they have a chance to hit. Maybe it does rely on marksmanship in this game. Most games it doesn't. And I just find that to be best to avoid the whole thing. Alright, so... how are we faring in terms of secrets and things? So we finally explored that cave, that was good. I think I'm going to try the swamp. Yeah. Do you remember in Burglum, Siegel told us another story? In addition to the fairy, he told us about a woman named Nirha or whatever, who went crazy because her family died and killed all the men that were working with her. There's a place we'll find her, actually, and I'm thinking of going to visit her up in the swamp and kind of finishing out this area and then going to north. That makes sense to me. Although before I do that, I had better buy some potions, since I'm right here. Sell some equipment, buy some potions. No reason not to. Does Mary Christina say anything else? You have learned a lot since we first met. Now explore the world and pay attention to everything around you. Yeah, there's nothing more to be had from her. It is true, we're a great deal tougher than when we first met her. $2,000? That doesn't even sell for that much. I'll hang on to it for now. I think those gloves are better than the gloves I have. No, they're not. I'm going to switch back to the dyed in the stone. Yeah, I'll keep those items for now. And let's sell those Yushin gloves. I'm about to go up against some pretty tough zombies, so I would like to have some potions. A few potions, a few concoctions, a couple infusions, maybe another potion for good measure. That'll work. Is this screen fully explored now? What is up around the corner up there? I'm pretty sure this cave is the only thing really left in this area that had a nice find. There's another nice find in the swamp that we're going to go see if we can claim. And then there's another one up in the Northlands that I'm going to try to do. And I may explore the troll nest just to see it. Oh yeah, we saw that. And that was the cave with the harp up above there. There's another cave on the way to High Garendall that would be worth stopping by. And then there's also one in the south. But we won't do all those in this video. I'm just going to try to hit the swamp in the Northlands. Okay, so let's go to the learning tree and head over to the swamp. That's right, this screen, I just think it's so fascinating how these connect. This is the screen we were on the south side when we went over to Durnath to fight the Cyclops. On the north side, this is the screen right next to the swamp. I guess it has just worms. I thought there were zombies on here too, though, for some reason. Oh, there's a tree line here. Now that makes sense. My armor seems to be helping me against attacks. Yeah, there we go. So this screen is basically just a walled off corner that leads you into the swamp. Yeah, there's the zombies. Okay. This time I'll go along the northern edge. We're pretty tough to fearlessly fight zombies now. When we first came here, I was rushing to get General Decimus free because I wanted that vitality bonus. Yes, there's kind of like a cliff face up here, and then it walls off at the corner. So the swamp is pretty self-contained, it's just 4 screens. And lots of dead things. They have a whole backstory for the Bleeding Forest and that evil ring, but, well, they don't have a backstory for the ring. But there's no backstory for the Great Swamp. I wonder why this is so corrupt and large. I suppose I could go to Learning Tree and look up the Great Swamp. Maybe I should do that. Well, given that I know that crazy lady lives here, if it's all about tortured spirits, maybe hers is the one that has corrupted this area. I don't know. It's just not made clear, so at this point I'm just making guesses. I think it's walled off on the south here too. Yeah, it's treed off anyways. And then rocks. So pretty effectively closed in with that cave in the middle. But you'll notice it continues north. is not walled off the entire way. There is a path up. So let us take that. Initially, I thought I might explore the cave again where Decimus was, since I didn't really finish it the first time. I finished the first level that has the weaker monsters. I think I did most of the first level. And then I kind of skimmed through the middle level, which had the tougher monsters. So there's trolls in this part of the swamp. But, and I fully explored the base level, where the Death Knight was, because it was just the Death Knight and the ghouls. But it didn't seem worth it to me to revisit for that little bit, because there's really nothing else in that cave. I got all the treasure chests and everything. We're fine. I guess I won't be able to get away from him. Let me show here it's just walled off along the base. Can't imagine the effort that went into designing every single one of these maps was made. It was a lot of work. Oh, potion of strength, that's a nice find. I like drops like that. Now let's use one of our healing potions. Pretty sure there's just the tree line. Oh, is there something up here? I didn't realize that it connected up here. But there was nothing in that screen, just away on west. Now this one should be completely treed in. Now here's something interesting. Looks like an old chapel or something like that. Potion of luck. I'm getting some nice drops up here. I suppose someone would have to do an analysis of where the best drops are and how much luck you need for things. This isn't bad. I'm impressed. This should just be all walled in the whole way around. Except where it connects over to the eastern half. But there's really nothing else on this map except that chapel in the upper corner. And as you might guess, that is where we are bound. It's the last important thing in this one. Quite an entourage I've gathered here. I'm just getting the main part of this explorer. Okay. Looks good. Let's heal up a little bit. Let's save. Now I'm about to go fight some pretty tough undead, so I'm going to equip the Holy Cloak. It drops my armor a bit, but it gives me additional undead protection, which is something that I want. Because in here, we have something beyond regular zombies. These are Revenant zombies. Revenant zombies are very tough and very unpleasant. As you can tell by the amount of damage they're doing. I think they're faster, they're tougher. This is why I bought more potions as well. And why I bought the Holy Cloak. I don't think my usual armor really will do much for me here, but that plus 20 to undead protection does help. Oops, I do not want to. Well, maybe it does help some. Not always, though. They're certainly able to get a lot of damage through. There's bound to be more up here. What are we doing right now? Oh yeah, my strength is over 15. I think every strength point over 15 gives you a +1 to your overall damage, which is very nice. So that potion of strength was pretty useful. Let's take another healing potion. I'm still having a ways to go to finish this map, so I'm going to have to keep using healing for the moment. Okay, there's a secret passage through there. I'm not going to take that just yet. I'm going to try to clear this screen if I can. One at a time, that would be ideal. Okay, I seem to have two still. Having pretty good luck. I'm running a little bit low on potions, but I think I can get this cleared. I can't get a hit off on this guy. I'm honestly not entirely sure what all factors in a chance to hit, but I do feel that it's lower than it should be. I have those filters if I desperately need them. Can't be that many more here. There we go. I think I can use my tent now. Not that that seems like a good place to sleep, but as long as it lets me, that's fine. Okay. So let's go back to the secret passage that was over on that end. Yeah, 6 healing potions, 2 filters of healing, we should be fine. The reason I'm doing this now is we're going to get a nice reward for this quest, which will be kind of an anti-undead thing. And we're going to have to fight a lot of undead soon. Certainly to get into High Garendall, there's going to be a number of them up there. Rogue mages and undead and all sorts of things. So there's this guy wandering around here, completely unfazed by all the monsters, it would seem. I'd like to know why they don't attack him. At last, someone came to save me. May your name be praised, young man. Quick, get me out of here before Neria sees you. Calm down. Who are you, and how come you are trapped here? My name is Hurton. I was on a mission to kill Neria Owlwood and take back the divine lamp from her, but she deceived and trapped me. Now she won't let me go until I give her all the secrets of the lamp. Neria Owlwood? Now, of course, we've heard this story from Siegel. Neria Owlwood was a young and beautiful woman who fought alongside the Knights of Gadolin Keep during the Stone War. After the war, she retired in a vast estate given to her by the Knights in reward for her heroic deeds during the war. Oh, Stone War. I think I need to look that up in the learning tree. 5 years later, Rock Imp, seeking revenge for events that took place during the war, attacked her manor. Knowing that the enemy was too numerous for her small troop to handle, Neria begged for help from the Knights of Gadolin, but they refused. They claimed that helping her would break the treaty they signed 5 years ago. That's where the story differs a little. Some say she was killed during the battle and the imps took her body to God knows where, but I don't believe that. What really happened is that Neria troops won the battle that night, but winning came with a high price. The 2 children were brutally killed. When she realized what happened, Neria went mad with grief and proceeded to kill the remaining soldiers who had just fought by her side. I think that was given to us by Siegel. Why does she want the divine lamp? Neria wants the lamp to take her vengeance on the knights. I won't go into details, but with the proper training and the help of the lamp, it is in theory possible to control a vast number of undead. My master and I are the only ones to know how to perform that miracle. That's why she can't kill me. If I die, she will never be able to exert her revenge on the knights. Please, sir, there is no time to waste. Save the lamp. Now, I'd like to know a little more about him and who he is and where he's from. I don't know if we're really given that info, but let's see what happens. I don't really want 2 of these guys. Wonder if I can get just one of them pulled away. To use one of my healing potions, down to 5. We aren't having great luck hitting each other at all. Okay, now there's some switches in the floor that I need to click. I can't recall what I need to click them for. Oh yeah, they unlock the divine lamp. So I've clicked 1. Now this is Neria Owlwood, this blue Medusa creature. I'm going to have to fight her now. Feel free to help anytime, guy walking around doing nothing. have to wonder, like I said, maybe her dark spirit now is the reason that the swamp is so bad. Okay, she dropped Dwarven War Axe, and now she is defeated. Okay, but we still have to get to the lamp. She probably still has henchmen down here. I'm not clicking all the switches yet because I want to see what the place looks like before I get to the lamp. Just kill him. Okay, I should be able to use my tent now. Excellent. Okay, now we can be a little more leisurely here. So let's go and click all the switches. There's another one there. Another one there. Alright, that thing scoots to the side and now disappears. The Divine Lamp. Does that go forward? No. So the Divine Lamp... Here it is. Golden lamp that protects the wearer against undead attacks. It glows very strongly in the dark. This is plus 50% undead. So if you pair this with the Holy Cloak, you get 70% undead protection. I think there's a staff that gives you an additional 10 or 15. So you can get pretty good protection. Thank you for saving the lamp and myself. I know now that the lamp is in good hands. I'll head back for my monastery. Maybe we'll meet again someday. Not so fast, sir. I at least want to know who you are. I think we saw this. My name is Hurt, and I was on a mission to kill Neria Owlwood and take back the Divine Lamp, but she deceived and trapped me. Thankfully, you came along and saved me. I think we've seen this. Oh no, this is new. The Divine Lamp is the artifact you are holding in your hands. It is used to fight undead such as zombies, revenants, and death knights. It gives its wielder additional protection against such evil beings, but it is much more than that. Neria wanted me to teach her the secrets of the lamp. Secrets? It sounds interesting. Tell me more. And now he's not going to tell us, and now he's gone. So, he's never to be seen again. He's just kind of an interesting little side character for this. I guess it's a side quest, but you get a pretty nice reward for it. I'm going to run out of here instead of fighting all these revenants. I think I will equip the Divine Lamp because it will reduce how much damage they'll do to me by a fair bit. I think it's worn like gloves, if I recall. Yes, it is. Yeah, see, it kind of halves the damage they do. It makes Revenant zombies a lot less scary. Trolls are not undead, so it doesn't really have an impact on them. But I think Dark Spirits up by High Garendall are undead, so it is useful there. Alright, so that's everything in the Dark Swamp, or the Ghost Swamp. That chapel in the upper corner. You don't get much info about that that guy from his monastery, he and his master, the Divine Lamp. All that is just hand-wavy stuff. We at least knew a little bit about the Neria Owlwood. But nothing else beside that. As long as I'm here, let me peek in that cave. make sure I explored most of it. I'm not really worried about the monsters in it anymore. They are pretty low level for us at this point. Yeah, we fought all these guys. I think it was the next level down that we didn't. I just want to make sure we got all the treasure chests. Imps aren't such a problem. It's funny how the difficulty develops. You start out with these guys being kind of impossible, and then before too long, they're not really particularly interesting. Oh no, we did explore all this, didn't we? Yeah. The Death Knight will be gone, incidentally. It's just going to be ghouls down there. Because we freed Decimus, so no more Death Knights. Yeah, I'd really like a recall ability or something. I could get all the treasure chests. I thought there was something I had missed down here. I had pretty much everything though. I'm just not going to bother to find it. I remembered missing something. I think it was that treasure chest. I am a completist, but some of them have nice finds, like the potions of dexterity and things have been nice to find. But that is pretty much it for the swamp. We shall not be back this way. I think in the interest of staying under an hour, I'm just going to go to the Witch Finger to regenerate, and stop for now at that point.